Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. And now, celebrating 15 years of broadcasting, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. Whether you're tuning in on the radio dial here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM, we welcome you all back to our program. Also, those tuning in through our online affiliates around the world, including our iHeartRadio family, we're glad to have all of you with us as well. We talk about a lot on this program about how no matter what kind of challenging situation we face, there's always going to be a silver lining. There's always a light for us to be able to choose instead of the darkness. Our next guest definitely knows that firsthand, and an exclusive interview here on Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome Mario Loving to our program. In January 2016, one bullet changed his life forever. He's here to talk to us not only about the journey to not being able to give up on himself, but also what his life has been able to do to be an example for other people as to what they can do as well. Mario, hello to you, and welcome to the program.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Cyrus?
Hey, doing really good, man. Glad that we could have you here for our radio audience here. I want to first of all reflect on where you are today. I know recently you had another surgery, but what has it been like for you, Mario, to not only to think about the fact that you're still here after being shot and paralyzed, but also the people you've been able to inspire?
Yeah, it's been pretty funny, Cyrus, over these last 2 years. But it's a lot of stuff that keep me going, not only my children, but just being around people day to day. They look at my situation and when they think about the situation, the stuff that they're going through, the struggles and stuff, they're like, man, this guy's paralyzed, but he's got so much fight and energy inside himself. I should not be complaining because I'm able to get up and go and do for myself the things that he could not do. Right. And it kind of motivates them. And when they come back around me for the second time, they seem like another person. They're happier, and they'll tell me, like, man, you inspire me, and I only met you one time, and you changed my life, and it gave me strength.
That says so much, Mario. So I want to talk about the person that you were on January the 9th, 2016, and what changes happened in your life, January the 10th, 2016. Have you always been a person that's been optimistic?
Yes, sir, man. I wasn't like on the TV screen and stuff as far as doing activities to a community, but man, it was families that didn't have baby children. I used to go in my trunk, man. I used to have clothes, tennis shoes. I used to give kids that did not have. They used to go without around Christmas time and all through the year, man. I was giving. I used to buy families groceries and stuff, man. Like I said, I was an outstanding citizen. I worked at Nissan 5.5 years before I got shot. Prior to January 9th of 2010, and my accident was the next day, man.
Right.
It changed my life. But everyone looked up to me, and I used to give. I used to give, and I didn't do it to receive blessings. And I used to wonder what my calling was from prior to my accident of January 10th all the way to now. Why am I still here?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the wheelchair did not slow me down. I'm still helping to give, but it's at a slower process now because I'm not up and moving around and walking anymore.
Right, exactly. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. You have decided the way that you and I connected was through a mutual friend, Mario, author Montana Esco. He and I have worked together on some book projects. He mentioned to me that you had a story that you wanted to tell, and your book will be coming out later on this year. Could you have imagined before the incident that you would be writing a book?
No, sir, not at all.
Yeah. And now here you are with a story to be able to tell. And like I said, it's a story that our audience will definitely, I think, be inspired by, Mario. So let's talk about what happened on January the 10th. Again, you're going to be writing about this in your book. But I think the big thing for people to know, because a lot of times when they hear about individuals being shot or things happening, they wonder about the circumstances. You were an innocent bystander in what was happening that day. But, how did you keep from being resentful after you were shot by, had that bullet actually enter your body, paralyze you? How did you not allow that to be able to make you a resentful person and an angry person?
Well, like I say, man, I have 3 children, Cyrus, and when I hit the ground after the bullet hit me, I thought about my children first, then my mom. Bullet hit me and the ambulance came and all that, and I knew that I wasn't dead, but I was dying at the time, and I made it to the hospital and everything. I had enough time to think on my hands, like, quickly. I was like, man, I'm alive. I got to be thankful still no matter what happened, but I just got to keep going. And, prior to that night, and I woke up after they decided not to surgery because of where the bullet had entered. I said, man, I don't know where I'm going to go. What am I going to do? I didn't know I was paralyzed right then until I had woken up hours later after I was shot. I did not know.
Right. For sure. And once you found out, because I remember in a conversation you and I had, I think they were telling your mom that you were going to be paralyzed. When you heard those words, I mean, what was going through your mind, Mario?
It was already crazy. I was put to sleep after the anesthesia, man, and I was laying on the bed. My ex-fiance, my mom, and my son's mother actually was there. Those three women thought I was still asleep from the anesthesia. I had the tubes in my throat and stuff, and I heard my mom asking, is he okay? And the nurse said, well, when we pushed your son in on the gurney, he was responsive, but his body, the chest down, was unresponsive. My mom said, what you mean? She said, I'm sorry to tell you this, man, but he's paralyzed. And I didn't want to panic or anything. I just stayed there. They thought I was asleep, like I said. I didn't say anything. I couldn't say anything because I had tubes down my throat anyway. I could not say anything, but I did not react.
Right.
I didn't react. I just said, I'm blessed to be alive. I didn't think too fast. I didn't think immediately or nothing like that. I just started talking to God instead of saying, like I said, I couldn't talk and I couldn't respond to my mom and I had tubes.
Right.
I didn't want to panic.
Right. And you were able now, of course, as you said, to be able to keep moving forward in spite of the challenges, Mario, and to be able to inspire people and make a difference that way. We're going to talk more about that. I want to say for those who are just tuning in, either on the radio side or online, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome in an exclusive interview here on Conversations Live, Mr. Mario Loving. We're talking to Mario not only about how his life changed on January the 10th, 2016 in Jackson, Mississippi, in my home state, but also how he has not allowed that to stop him in his life. Now, at the time of the incident, Mario, you were 23, correct?
Yes, I was 23 years old. 23
years old. So here you were at 23 years old, a father. You had a fiancé at the time. You had family. You had friends. Did you feel as though when you were laying in that hospital, did you feel as though life was over?
To be honest with you, Cyrus, I really did. I was, like I said, man, I had so much going on prior to January 9th, the day before my incident. I was at Nissan, man. I had it going on. I knew I was blessed. No matter any situation I was blessed just to wake up and, smell the fresh air, man, just to get up and be able to do it, everything for myself. And all that changed within a short period of time, which was the next 24 hours, which was January the 10th.
Right.
I thought life was over. I really did. I really did till now. I can't do a lot of stuff for myself, but I still managed to move forward and keep going and going and going. But it's by the grace of God, prayer. I'm praying every day. I pray so many times throughout the day, 10, 12, 13 times a day.
Right.
That's what keeps me going.
Yeah. Do you think also the realizing, like you said earlier, Mario, that you were here for a reason, how much of that helped to keep you motivated?
To be honest with you, Cyrus, after the incident, like a few months after, people told me that I had a purpose and I did not understand what they meant. I understood what they meant about the word saying it, but I didn't know what my purpose was. But now, looking back, and to right now, I'm looking at it like, oh, man, they were telling me, man, you need to go back to the school and talk to the children. You need to tell them they need to put the guns down and look at your situation. That it's not cool to have guns. I didn't have a gun in my hand. Like I said, I was an innocent bystander when I was shot, but they can look at me. I'm kind of, I'm older, but I'm young at the same time. I'm younger.
Right.
I'm a younger adult. I'm not in middle age or 40s, 30s, nothing like that. But they can look at me and I could just paint a picture and they would see it as far as me talking to them, and I think that's my purpose. The nurses and the doctors say, man, you might be a preacher one day, you might be a speaker one day, and I'm looking at it now like I see my purpose. So I was like, man, I might as well write a book. If I put everything in one book, that'll be a stump for write a book. Or in the process of writing a book, I still could go and talk and I could speak at churches, schools, and children's foundations, stuff like that. I could give back. And I said that wasn't my cause 2 years ago. I told it was not.
Right.
Now I'm saying it really is. I found my purpose.
For sure. And I think it goes to a bigger message, and that's what I want to talk to you about next, Mario, because you mentioned earlier about the people would talk to you, and once they've been around you, their attitudes changed. I mean, to be able to have that kind of an effect on people is an amazing gift to be able to do. Do you hope that when people hear your story, when they read about you, and they're able to hear about some of the things that you've overcome, that it will make them look at their own lives differently and think about the things that they can come through too?
I really would, I would like to get out and really meet a lot of people, and like I said, I found my calling, and the stuff that I've been through, a lot of people, just not only when they come around me, they can see how I carry myself, and they would reflect on what they're going through, and it wouldn't take 5 minutes, hours, for someone to be around me and to just be appreciative and be thankful for the things that they can do for themselves that I cannot once they look at me, and it was like, oh man, he can't do this, but I can do this, and I'm here complaining as a human being.
Right.
And it's only so many situations you can be in life to be, feeling like the scum of the earth, or not being able to do for yourself. I'm paralyzed, chest down, like I say, T9, and I can't do a lot for myself right now. But when people come around and they're like, man, you paralyzed, where? You can't even go in there and get like simple things in life. I can't go in there and fix food for myself. I can't brush my teeth unless someone bring my toothbrush in a thing of water. I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't even be complaining right now. I should be grateful. I should be thankful. And
right.
The person that I'm thanking right now is the man up above. He's giving me strength to keep going. And he's bringing these people around me just for a reason. For them to take a step back and say, man, I should be thankful.
Right.
God introduced me to Mario Loving, and he's changed my life.
Right. I think that's it, and I think that's the thing. We all have people put in our lives that can make a difference for us, but it's really up to us to be able to take that lesson. Mario, I would like to say that the shooting was the worst part of it, but you and I have had some conversations, and I think it's important for our audience to hear this, because I think, unfortunately, parts of the world that we live in are broken. People fall through the cracks. You have been one of those people, unfortunately, who have fallen through the cracks when it comes to care. As you mentioned, you are paralyzed. There are things that you cannot do. What would you want people to know as they're hearing your story about the help and the assistance that's out there, and the importance of making sure that people like yourself get the assistance that they need?
Well, like I said, Cyrus, it's been 2 years, man. Everybody looks at Mississippi like we're behind, we're slow. And I tell you that, I haven't had any help, really, in 2 years. Only for the situation, I haven't had enough of twin, like we talked about.
Right.
So to keep it brief.
Yeah.
But I haven't had any help there, man, as far as having home help. And, me meeting all the people that I've been in the hospital where I had to go in and out and have surgeries. And I've met a lot of great people inside the hospital, like nurses and stuff. They actually, gave me their resources that was outside of home help and have help. Just like, when people hear you in your story, me laying in the house in the bed and people hear what happened to me, they want the help. I haven't had the help, I haven't had the help at all that I should have had, and I've been denied my rights and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I haven't had the help. That's why I had to undergo all those surgeries. I had 15 surgeries now. Like I said, I had 2 surgeries in the last 14 days, unnecessary surgeries. All because I haven't had home help at home. And just having help with my family. I don't even have family here in Mississippi, just my twin brother, my mom.
Yeah.
And, I can depend on them, but it's not always 100%. I have to look forward to other people coming in and help me. That's not family. That's not getting a situation like this is to make sure you treat people right, because you never know who you're going to need someday.
Right. That's true. That's true. And I think, too, there's another side of this as well, Mario, which is why I brought this up, is that a lot of times we don't think about what we might need until something happens. Could you have imagined that you would be 25 years old and at the mercy of other people that way, having to, wait on someone to help you?
No, sir. To be honest with you, I've been very independent since my teen years. I had no father in my life, a biological father. I had a father because my mom was married. She's a widow now. And so I had to basically learn how to become a man at an early age. So, and I was really independent. A lot of people looked up to me as far as having to step up. I'm the youngest of 4, but I became a man a long time ago. And I had to get out there and work. You know, I had to get it. I didn't do anything illegal, but as far as, you know, I have to get out there and cook grass and stuff, ask people for work. I had to do all that, Cyrus.
Right.
My mom left my father when I was a baby. I never met him. But you know, growing up, and she was, you know, telling us and we was asking, where's our father? You know, you can only follow mom. You can't really ask for the place you have to go. So I had to go out there and cook grass and stuff. And it made me a better person. So looking at it now, all the things that I could do for myself before I was shot and paralyzed, and I can't do it now, I'm actually proud of myself. I didn't get to accomplish everything that I did because I'm still young and I have my whole life ahead of me. But I've done so much at an early age because I went out there and tried to get it, like, as far as doing activities out there making money.
Right.
I'm okay, but my life is still ahead of me, and I got to go, and I can't give up.
Right. You can't give up. That's right. And I think that's the big message, again, for our audience out there, no matter where they might be living or what they're going through, no matter what circumstances you find yourself, the importance of not giving up. And you mentioned the people that you've been able to meet in person, but another way, of course, you've been able to stay connected literally with the world, Mario, has been through social media, through Facebook, through Instagram. What has that been like for you to see the response you've gotten online from people you've never met before?
Yeah, it's so crazy, Cyrus. You know, my page is private, but sometimes I feel a certain type of way throughout the day. I take it out private, but not even. It's a lot of people that follow me. I do not know. I've never met. They go through my pictures and they look at what I've been through as far as my incident. All of them now. They say, "Oh man, they right me." They all start off somewhat the same with that stuff. I don't know you personally, but you seem like a strong person that died. And then we run across your page and they tell me what they're going through. They said, "Man, I cannot even complain. It's not a comparison of what you're going through. You're flying out of Miami and Atlanta and stuff. You're paralyzed. And how are you making this stuff happen?" And I say, I just pray. And, you know, like I say earlier in our conversation, God gives me the strength. And my faith is becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. And like I said, I need help doing a lot of stuff, but I do not let my situation stop me. If I don't open my mouth and tell people what I need, it will not get done. It's already in my head what I want to do. So I want to fly, man. The only way it's going to get done is I open my mouth. I have the funds to do it, but I have to tell people what I need. And like I said, the best is not to give up. Like I said, I feel like I'm in prison inside my own body. I've been feeling like that 2 years now.
Right.
I haven't gave up. I can't give up, and I will not. I'm still fighting. You never know. Like I said, they tell me that situation and what they're going through. It's a lot of people. Women call me and say that their child is paralyzed. They're going to talk to me. I have no problem. I'm very outspoken, and I will talk to anyone.
Right.
And let them know the best is not to give up.
Right. And I think that's it. That is a big thing, again, for all of us, and no matter where we are in our lives, to remember, never give up, no matter how dark things might seem. Again, everyone, you're listening to Conversations Live. We're excited to welcome Mario Loving in his first radio interview here with us. We're talking with him not only about how his life changed on January the 10th, 2016 with one bullet, but also how he has not allowed that to be able to stop him in his life, and also, even though he's gone through challenges, how he's been able to inspire and motivate other people as well. I mentioned earlier about the book, and that's something that's coming later on this year, Mario, and I'm excited to be working with you on that project.
Yeah.
When people hear your story, when they read your story, what do you hope it does for them when it comes to not only getting to know you better, but also realizing what they can get through?
Well, like I say, no one's situation is the same. Everyone has a different situation. Everyone is going through something different. But like I say, once they look in and read my book from the front to the back, like I said, my book is called The Change of Life. And the message is, like I said, not only not giving up, but to keep going and keep fighting. And once they read my story and see everything that I've been through, as far as me standing up as a person before the incident happened in the crib January of 2016, I was doing this and doing that. I was on the go as a person. But when I got shot and paralyzed, I stopped. And not only having a message of not giving up as a person and knowing yourself as a human being, at the end of the day, no matter what you're going through out there, you know, not having the parents for one, you got to keep going. That should not stop you. Just keep praying. Like I say, the number one thing that keeps me going and pushing the fight every day, I pray to God. Every day for me not perfect. I cried more in my life as a man and as a human being after I got shot all the way to the day. I cried, but it strengthens me every day I wake up. God damn, I wake up the next day because I'm going through so much and be on different types of medicines, but I just can't give up. That's the only thing I can just express, to the people out there. But, look at your situation and tell everybody it's always someone out there going through way worse than you're going through. And then once you hear what they're going through, you be like, oh, man, I can do that and he can't do it or she can't do it. I shouldn't even be complaining. I can go and fix my situation, or I really can get myself out of the bad situation that I'm actually going through. I can remove myself from it, and I'm going to be okay again. And that's what they need to know to remove themselves from what they're going through.
It's a great reminder for all of us, Mario, and we really appreciate you taking out the time to not only to share your story with us here, but also to let the world know again, what they can overcome, and to never think that their life is over, regardless of what it is that they've gone through. Again, everyone, Mario Loving has been our guest. I want you all to stay connected with him on Instagram. You can find him there at Mario the Blessed One, and that's MarioDaBlessed, the number one, Mario the Blessed One. We're going to make sure for our online audience that we put the link there for you all just to be able to click on, whether you're joining us online through iHeartRadio or even through our radio affiliates. We'll make sure that you guys have the link there. Mario, I'm excited about working with you on this project. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to work with you. I know that lives will definitely be affected by your story, and looking forward to having you back on the program when the book gets ready to come out.
The pleasure's all mine.
All right. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. If you all came in late and missed part of the conversation with Mario, don't worry. Thanks to our online friends, you all can catch the replay right after we go off the air. The link is already available through our social media site. So head over to Facebook.com/Cyrus Webb or go to Twitter.com/Cyrus Webb. If you click on the link there, you can listen to the show completely for free and share with your friends from there too. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Make sure you take out time to enjoy some good music as well as a great book. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live today. You all make it a great one.